here from NursingSchoolAndBeyond.com. This is the part 2 for Accelerated Bachelors Degree programs, and I wanted to get back into it and talk about the cost of the program. Now, I left off by saying that it's a huge commitment, monetary investment to do these programs. What I didn't touch on is the fact that if you choose to do your accelerated nursing degree program through a public school, it'll be it'll be cheaper. It'll probably be somewhere between 30 to 45 grand for those 12 to 14 months in the program. If you choose to go to a private school, it's going to be anywhere between 60 and 75,000 for those 12 to 14 months. So again, that all needs to be factored into your planning as to whether or not you're going to do the program. And like I was saying before, you also have to consider that you're not going to be able to work. You know, the intensity of this course work is just immense. And you're going to be in school Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 or 9 to 5 for the most part. It's going to be your full-time job, and you're going to really have to treat it as such. And you're not going to be able to work. So you're going to have the support of family or a very loving spouse who is not going to make you feel guilty about not having any money to contribute to the household or the living expenses, because they understand that you're working towards something really special here. And once you get your degree, the whole world will open up to you. So that's really a big thing for a lot of nursing students that want to do that take the accelerated route, is that monetary investment and that time investment. So I also wanted to touch on that time commitment that I'm talking about. I think that's one of the biggest components of this, beyond the money, is the time. When I got accepted to my accelerated program, I just wanted to be in the program, and I wanted to get my nursing degree, and I was ready to go. Here's the thing. My life was drastically different back when I got my first degree. I was 22, I was single, I had no children. The only thing I had to be responsible for was myself. Now I'm 31. I have 2 children, one with special needs, and I had to really think to myself, like, wow, can I really do this? Is this really realistic for my life? I'm single, and I'm the custodial parent of my children. They spend most of their time with me, although they do see their father. The bulk of the responsibility is on me. Is this fair to my family? Is this fair to me? Am I going to not be a good mother? Am I not going to be able to do what I need to do at home? Because I'm so focused and my attention is so on school that I can't function as a parent and as a provider for my children. These are things you really have got to sit down and discuss with your family. If you're single and you have no children, and you have parents who are saying, you know what, I support you, I want you to do what you need to do, come home, don't worry about giving us any money for rent or anything like that, do what you have to do. We'll help you out, we'll give you gas money for school, we'll make sure you have food and shelter and everything else. That's the kind of support you're gonna need, because you are not going to be able to work at all. These types of programs are geared for people who can make that time commitment and that are serious about it, and they can do it, they can execute it. If you're having doubts, if you're having second thoughts, you really need to consider whether or not this is the type of program for you. I know a lot of people want that career change and they want it to come fast, but you can't do it at the expense of your sanity and your family. It's just not fair. In retrospect, I believe that things, me withdrawing from the accelerated program that I was accepted to was the best thing that happened, because I was trying to make it work and it wasn't working, and I was putting my family in a position that wasn't the best. So, if you're going to be doing this program and you are married and you have the support of a spouse, you better make sure you sit down. I'm sorry, my camera had cut off, but I was saying, if you are going to really go forward with the accelerated nursing program and you have a spouse that is willing to support you, that's also an ideal situation. The type of student that's married and has a supportive spouse is ideal for this type of program. If you're married and you have kids, and your spouse has to be in that mindset where they're like, you know what, I know that you're not just doing this for yourself, you're doing this for our family. You want to have a career that can allow you to grow and support our family, and I get it. I'm going to have your back. I'm going to take on the responsibility of the kids, because you're essentially going to be that absentee parent. You're really not going to be able to give your kids or your spouse a lot of attention. You just aren't. After a full day of going to school Monday through Friday and studying, you're going to be tired, and you're going to need time to yourself, even just to rest. And you're going to have a spouse or a husband or a wife who really gets it. They're looking at the big picture, and they know that you're making this career move to better your family. And you can't have a spouse who doesn't get it. They're not, they have to be supportive of your goal, of the goal of the family. And they have to understand this is a decision that's going to benefit the unit and the family. And it's not just for you. You're doing it for your family as well. So having a spouse with that mindset is going to be crucial for your success in this program if you're going to do this and do it right. So I think that was one of the biggest things that I wanted to touch upon as far as being in the accelerated program. Again, I think accelerated programs are great because they allow people who have bachelor degrees in other fields to come into nursing and really make an impact and bring a new perspective to nursing. The various backgrounds and experiences always play into how well of a nurse that you're going to be and what type of nurse you're going to be. And I think there are beautiful programs, but again, for me, it wasn't right for me because of my lifestyle. Being a single parent and working, I needed to maintain that in my life. And being in an accelerated program is really geared towards people who can make that time commitment and that dedication, or have the support of family. The full-blown support of family and a spouse that is going to financially support you for the next year and not make you feel guilty about not having the money to pay bills in the house. You don't need that added stress. You need people that are going to be behind you and they understand the mission and they're on board. You don't want any added distractions or disruptions to take away from your academic performance in this type of program. So, again, you can also read about the Accelerated Bachelor's Degree program on my blog. I'm going to leave a link to that blog post right in the description. I hope that this video was helpful, and thumbs up if you found it useful. Also, don't forget to comment, let me know what you thought about it, and subscribe to the channel. And you guys have a blessed week, and I will see you on the next video.